Game, the Packers taking on the 49ers. The Packers in the draft picked up Jamar Chase, so look for him to get some passing yards from Jordan Love. Packers, 49ers, next.
This is certainly a treat, and you said it, Mike. This league has turned more and more with each passing season into a passing league. If you can't throw, if you can't generate points through the air and explosive plays, it is going to be very difficult to compete and win week in and week out in today's modern NFL.
The veteran Brandon McManus ready to kick this one off. And off we go from Santa Clara. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. Led out by the last pick of the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
And after studying this,
the 49ers lost Jason McCaffrey, or Christian McCaffrey, to through the draft. So look for a new running back here. Robinson. Let's see how they can play without Christian McCaffrey.
I think this guy's a great example of it.
His initial touch, good for a couple. It'll be second down.
You kind of expected that from the 49ers to run the ball on the first play of the game. In the old days, they used to pass.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up. They need two. Here's Purdy.
And the Packer defense held, and the 49ers will have to punt.
The first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive?
That was John Madden's pet peeve back in the day.
Go for it on fourth down.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment.
While we have that moment, happy Resurrection Day, happy Easter to you all.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. From the gun, it's Love. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And this is taken in by the defense.
I can't understand. You throw the ball, somebody dropping the ball.
Sometimes people miss that.
It's a fumble by number 13.
There's the catch.
Is it Dobbs?
Before it turns into a run, you have to secure
he got hit hard.
As a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He'll find his open man. That's Brandon Ayuk.
Ayuk, that's on by, but not yet. It's just his first catch.
He'll come up now for second down. And
both of these teams are talented. Don't know who's going to take this one.
From the gun, it's Purdy.
The middle is wide open. Looked like they were playing either man or zone there. Oh man, I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to that part. I was looking to see if he was getting pressure. He wasn't getting any pressure.
Pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties.
Oh, yeah.
Make the quarterback have to process
Is Kittle still here?
in his hand.
Let me see if I see 85 over here.
Safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll try again here.
And God knows that was a layup. Easy toss and throw, and he dropped it.
Back to the air is Purdy. Throwing the out route, and Ayuk has it. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback.
This is a reminder, basketball is coming soon to a station near you.
He's doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage. He's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Third down, Purdy. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Eric Stokes, the man there defensively to break that one up.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the
Looks
touchdown.
like they're going to have to go for the field goal attempt by Moody.
Close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown, but at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Here comes a return from the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packers offense ready to take over for their second possession.
They got to get the ball in the hands of Jamar Chase. You got a quarterback who can do it. Let's let him flick that ball and throw it.
First and 10.
Can't be scared. Throw it to him. He's number 1, closest to us on the screen.
Out of the shotgun.
He's not even looking at the way, wide open. He had a shot, took his shot. He threw it too far.
That's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase.
Wait a minute.
And that will lead to a second down.
Am I not?
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately
I thought he was number 1.
class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times.
That could have been a big play there.
Okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in.
Already we had some upsets. Houston lost, Denver lost, the Eagles lost, among other teams that lost in the first round, who will not be available for the playoffs.
To throw is Love. Right side, catch made by Dobbs. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. go play action with Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And a good job rallying to the football.
They got to try to get that ball back to Chase because I think he had him on that play that went too long. The pass was too long, so they got to go back to that.
They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
One of these teams could be able to get to the Super Bowl. That means you got to win.
From the gun on third down, it's Love. His second catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
First and 10 now from the 36. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. On first and 10, here's Love. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Packers on a drive right now. Let's see if they can go ahead and push it in and get that touchdown. Take the lead in the game. The first quarter's over.
So just a lone field goal.
The score is the 49ers 3, the Packers nothing.
Early advantage. And we're back in the Bay Area after this.
Well, right now both teams are filling each other out. I think they're going to start getting more aggressive on some of these plays. They got receivers who can do it.
And 7. Love. That complete to Jacobs.
Well, it's still been these short intermediate passes. Guess they're still not ready to throw it deep.
You have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing,
have a nice balance.
You can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early. And that last pickup leads to a first down.
Love threw that in the crowd. There's a penalty on the play. It's pass interference. And that's going to help the 49ers. That's going to help the Packers. My bad. I don't like mistakes.
Here's Love.
I can tell you right now, these 49ers are really hitting. As soon as they grab that ball, they're punishing them. That's a good thing if you have a good defense like that.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Over the middle, he fits it into Dobbs.
It's getting tough down here. Packers trying to push to get that first down.
They need to convert here on 3rd and 5.
So they can try to take the lead.
Now Love.
They will have a first down at about the 2-yard line. What a catch.
First and goal coming up. He's out of bounds at the 2.
It wasn't really a fantastic catch. It was a good catch. And he gains the first down. That's the most important thing right there.
The conversion on 3rd down.
The DB was playing off of him.
Different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
They'll send a tight end in.
You got Jacobs. Just hand them all to him. And they do. And what did he call it? They call that a touchdown. And the Packers have taken a 6-3 lead.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1, What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Well, the 49ers do not have Christian McCaffrey. So if they thought they can rely on him, no, they can't. I don't know if the 49ers lose, would they go and get a quarterback? Who's to say? They could. .444 left in the half. Packers lead 7-3.
The kickoff team is out of the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
If you're the 49ers, you have got to put something together, something solid, so that you can get that touchdown, not that field goal. That touchdown, that's what you play for. Get those 6s and 7s, not those 3s and 2s. Well, the 2s are a positive play, too.
Purdy works out of the pistol.
He's got plenty of time until it breaks down. He gets hit, and the ball goes out of bounds.
It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
Wait a minute. I think they did lose McCaffrey. Kittles.
We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense.
I'm going to check my roster.
This sort of route, especially for the tight end position, and depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy.
That's a pick, isn't it? Oh, my God. What a play by Xavier McKinney. He just ran right in front of the receiver and took the ball. And it's the 49ers in big trouble now.
And his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
It could have been that tight end just not running the right routes.
Getting set to get back to work. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. And they're going to do that with excellent field position.
Looking for my stat sheet here. 49ers into trouble a little bit right here. But teams can come back.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
But they got to stop making mistakes. Both teams has made them.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll drive this one forward down to the 36. That's the safety, Talanoa Hufanga on the tackle.
Oh, I found my sheet.
2nd and 7.
I can tell you a couple of things here.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Love.
Incomplete pass. Yeah, the Packers got Jamar Chase from the Bengals. The 49ers lost Christian McCaffrey and George Kittle. So they have a different offensive team here. Too high. Last season, the Packers had a home game, lost to the Denver Broncos, the team who eventually went to the Super Bowl. They lost bad, 24-10.
Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
The 49ers beat the Bears in round 1 last season. And he won by only 4 points. Oh my. He misses the extra, the field goal. And it scores still 7-3.
Danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, The other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick, so it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. That's going to be dropped underneath for Robinson.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these?
49ers had a nice first drive. Since then, they haven't looked too good.
I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
They'll break the huddle. It's second and
Getting
5.
close to the 2-minute warning. 3 minutes to go and counting.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy.
Purdy finally gets some pressure, and the ball hits the ground.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Has his man, it's Samuel.
Well, that answers part of the question. He is inconsistent, but yet on that play, he looked very good. Throw the ball right in the middle, wide open, receiver.
Continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
To throw once more, it's Purdy.
Some hard hitting going on there today. I expect another injury.
A nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They'll come up here on second down and 5.
It's a 2-minute warning.
3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment.
Whoever wins this game, if it's the Packers, they will have a good shot
Again in the air for
of
Purdy.
advancing.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete.
His protection
Just
breaks
couldn't
down.
deliver that one the way he wanted
Again.
to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best
Nice
play.
throw that time. First down for the 49ers.
As they get the conversion on third down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top
49ers on a good drive here, trying to take the lead over the
Throw the
Packers.
ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe.
He's got Robinson over there, but he don't hate him. He's close to the touchdown.
First and goal.
He's at the 1.
Nearly a touchdown. He's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. A gain of 11 there and a first down. So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's first and goal. Throwing again is Purdy.
Touchdown, 49ers. Ayuk is on fire.
San Francisco.
He celebrates in the end zone. The 49ers have the lead.
Call for this exact situation, Mike. First and goal, down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
You know, the 49ers were so good offensively, they could have lost one of these guys, Ayuk or Debo. They lost Kittles and McCaffrey. Well, if the 49ers win this game, they're definitely going to lose 2 of those guys next season. The 49ers will be decimated.
It's up and through.
And then they would have to rebuild for a couple of seasons.
It's now 10-7.
And especially since they like at this rank, they're not like the lower. They're not like a higher ranked team coming off last season. They would like be in the middle pack. They might not get that extra pick. There's 4 teams that get 2 picks in the draft. Those are the worst seeds left from 12 from 12 to 16.
Moody is back out to kick it off.
If you fall in that range, you get 2 draft picks.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Love.
The ball is picked. Wait a minute. Okay, the 49ers don't have the ball. Nice throw. Nice throw. All right, now you're saying that the Packers trying to get something, at least a field goal, to make the score 10-10, or even try to get a chance to get the touchdown. They cannot run the ball unless it's like 3rd or short or something. They do have 2 timeouts. Lord. He's going deep. Chase. Dobbs. Big play. Big throw. Nice. You would think they could do that all day with Dobbs and Chase.
In the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays, and after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Here's a reminder that the basketball playoffs is coming soon. Touchdown 49ers, or he's at the 1.
And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Good game so far. It's a close, competitive game. Jacobs, I believe. Well,
And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play.
they got 24 ticks left, and it's counting. They got 1 timeout. They should have passed the ball.
You can see the running back. He's waiting patiently for that cutback lane to open, and it just never did. Great job by the defense.
It's going to be 3rd down.
To string that play out sideways, and they're able to take him down for a loss.
Questionable play call by the coach. He ran the ball when you should have passed the ball. Are they going to go for the touchdown? It looks like they are going for it, not the field goal. This is another mistake. They're going for the field goal. They had the offense out there. They brought the kickers in. The kicker.
About as short as you can get. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Packers will tie this game up here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room.
I go back to that questionable play call on 3rd down. You punt. You ran the ball.
So the late field goal brings us level. Final few seconds before halftime as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out.
So halftime is here. Coming up, at least. 2 seconds left.
They'll come up here. 1st and 10.
10-10 game. Both teams with a turnover.
Throwing is Purdy. Going up top.
Going deep.
That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot
defense like that.
Not answered.
We'll be back.
That is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our halftime report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Here's Nixon on the return.
Nixon, he's our man.
Begin at the 30-yard line. The Packers offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10.
Crowd is getting louder. They need some defensive stops. And here's a big play by Jacobs. Nice run.
He'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more.
Now you can use a play action to hit Jamar Chase over there. You can scare a team to death if you do stuff like that, but they in the shotgun.
On first down, it's Love. This one caught by the back out of the backfield.
And Jacobs get all the way to about the 7.
It is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
Nice throw.
The quarterback got the exact
Packers are going to be a tough team this season.
Against the linebacker on a wheel route, and that is a matchup they are going to take all game long.
It all depends on the matchup that you do and have and what kind of talent you lost. 49ers lost McCaffrey and Kittles.
To pay off that big play, they have it 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he's going to be close to first down yardage.
They're going to probably need a dynamic quarterback here. I don't think that quarterback they got now is dynamic. His name escapes me. Just that quick. Purdy. Jacobs
one more time
does not get it. It's going to be 3rd down again.
In fact, he may have come back a little bit, and now it is 3rd.
The 49ers do have a tough defense. Nobody went after any of their defensive players, so they still have a tough defense.
And that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone.
And it looked like they might run again. No, they passed the ball. He's got a man, but they're after the quarterback and be a sack at about the 15-yard line. The Packers are down.
That's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs. You need
now the Packers can only try to get the tie to take the lead, 13-10.
We'll see if that was it right there.
Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on.
Okay.
This about as short as you can get. McManus's kick is good. And the Packers going to take the lead. It's now 13-10.
The kick is up. It's good. The Packers got the lead.
Find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
49ers are going to have a tough go because they lost McCaffrey. They lost Kittles. They lose this game. They could start rebuilding again. And I think they might go quarterback.
This will be returned from the 6. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Niners offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10.
The music sounds familiar to me. Dead Island? No? No, it's not Dead Island's music. But it did sound kind of familiar. 49ers back with the ball.
From the gun, it's Purdy. And this throw
and broken up.
And incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
That'll be caught by the running.
It's going to be 3rd about 5.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Jordan Love with the run. He's got to make that Purdy.
He's got a smart check here as he's able to pick up the 1st down in the process. 15 yards the pickup. Good for a 1st down.
Anytime a quarterback decides to tuck it and turn himself into a runner, you can just feel the sideline hold their breath. They're just hoping that he gets down, picks up enough for the 1st down, but more importantly, protects himself so he can get himself back up and continue on.
On 1st and 10, 30. Right side, pulled in by Samuel. Nice chunk here.
Deebo.
Pick up of 14 and a 1st down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
Throwing on 1st down is Purdy.
Pitch and catch. He's got it around the 5.
And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They're able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack. So don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. On this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
They'll roll out here with Purdy.
Purdy, backfield, too high.
And this will be incomplete, but a penalty flag
Could be holding.
on the play.
Oh, no.
Let's see who's guilty.
It's a lineman, I
They
believe.
get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
We're going to try to run it.
A gift, and here comes Robinson. And he'll take this down to about the 7. Second and goal. Shotgun snap to Purdy. This one caught at the 4.
Right now, it's 3rd down and goal. 49ers have been down here before, and they need to go ahead and punch that ball in the end zone. Don't run the ball. Get a pass in there. Maybe hit the tight end.
3rd and goal.
Or one of your star receivers.
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in.
Touchdown, 49ers. 1. Jennings scores. And the 49ers have taken the lead.
Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand.
1:14 left in the third. 49ers with the lead. Great game.
The quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
On is Moody to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the 49ers make the lead 4. It is 17-13.
Who wants it more in the fourth quarter? Packers or the 49ers?
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
First and 10.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down. Third and 9. To throw is Love. He's got a man. It's Dobbs. They gain 18 yards on that one. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way.
2nd down and 5.
Wide open, and
for the Packers, they probably look like they're going to run.
That athletes talk about, so they got to continue to ride the hot hand.
They do.
Right now on that field, there's no mistake.
But he did not get the 1st down.
And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter.
Jamar Chase is over there. He's not even getting past. So.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Now Love. He's got a man. That's Watson.
Nice throw. They have receivers in Green Bay.
25-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. Got his man at the 6. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up 1st and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do, because we know we need to finish this off with 6 if we can. And now being 1st and goal is going to go a long way in allowing that to be possible. These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find.
He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Touchdown.
The Packers came right back down the field and scored a touchdown.
Been back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this
4:37, plenty of time for both teams to have
win?
2 possessions.
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And the Packers go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Niners offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's taken in by Jennings.
His name is not Greg either.
Purdy now on 2nd down. As brought in by Samuel.
Popcorn oil.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Tick, tick, tick. The game can still go to overtime.
Defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open.
49ers, if they win, they're going to be in the playoffs.
That ball is coming.
Same with the Packers.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy.
Wide open again.
To Ayuk, complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
About the 28-yard line.
Here's Purdy again. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
On second down, it's a run with Robinson. And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop him behind the line again.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Important moment here. Third down and 4. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. He'll try and get there on the ground. Give him a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal.
We're at a 49. Try to take that lead again. Back and forth.
They'll run with Robinson. And that's a productive.
He's just not a strong runner.
Down to the 4.
Chase is pretty upset. I would be too.
Now, second and goal. They'll drop to throw. To the goal line and in.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
Thrown in the deal to get Kittles.
Moody now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with
1:33 left. 49ers have got.
Touchdown.
The Packers have got to get a touchdown.
Here's Nixon on the return.
It's our man.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Jordan Love, the rest of the Packer offense, ready for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. Here's first down. From the gun, it's Love.
Medium pass.
Complete to Melton. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's first and 10.
Back.
Right side.
You're getting close to the field goal range.
Give them 14 on that one. First down, Packers.
And now after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best first down play call to your quarterback. A field goal's not going to do it. They got to think touchdown all the way.
Love to throw on first and 10.
Wide open. Chase.
Downfield. Chase has
Touchdown. Green Bay
He will
Packers.
get into the end zone. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Packers.
That's what they were looking for all game, and they finally got it.
Terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So here's Brock Purdy and this
Can Purdy do it?
Heading back onto the field.
What kind of plays would they call?
We'll show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. This is 1st and 10. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. Terrific start there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
We'll go play action. Purdy. Ayuk working across, and he's got it. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
They can get a field goal to tie it, but they want a touchdown.
Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Purdy. That's going to be dropped underneath for Robinson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. Give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Right side, pulled in by Samuel. Timeout 49ers. That is their second.
They gotta hate to save that timeout for a field goal attempt. This is not the 49ers, this is the Bears.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll throw again with Purdy. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So I still think there's plenty of time if they can get within shot of the end zone that they can go for a touchdown and try to win this thing in regulation. You always have a field goal try in your back pocket to at least tie the game and force overtime.
Here's 2nd down. They'll run with Robinson. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
49ers resilient to the end, even though they lost McCaffrey and Kittles. Well, the Packers, there's only 22 ticks left. This is it. This possession. Debo go out.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. And this is a touchdown.
And the 49ers will probably win this game.
And they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
Ayuk is on fire.
Just an absolute clinic of putting together a drive, Mike, when you need it the most. And their ability to move the ball down the field, it worked the clock perfectly. They come away with that late touchdown, and more than likely, barring something crazy, a victory as well.
Moody's extra point is good. And the 49ers have taken a 4-point advantage. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out.
They don't have Aaron Rodgers who can throw that ball deep.
The Packers offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out there. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Love. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's safe to say this offense now is entering desperation mode. They have such a long way to go with such little time to do it. You're thinking chunk plays, get out of bounds. You have to stop the clock and continue to pick up as much yardage as you can to, at the very least, be in position to take one Hail Mary shot to the end zone.
They got out of bounds with the catch. They still have 2 timeouts left.
Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
What's going to haunt them to me?
Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this.
They tried to get a touchdown earlier.
I think they got a shot.
They ran the ball.
That is incomplete. So the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe
looking for a Hail Mary.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So
it is.
They bring in extra defensive.
Might not be the last play, but we'll see.
And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
You got 1 play left.
And now we are down to likely just one more play.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt. There's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final
here it is.
Of the game.
Throw it left.
They've got 2
throwing it deep. And the 49ers will win it.
The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So a win here.
This is a rivalry.
This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point.
Final score, 31-27.
That's the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen. Our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.